Hi there, Release Fire here. So I'm going to talk you through Gran Turismo 7's World Rally Challenge Fisherman's Ranch, how to be able to get past this sucker, which is one of the menu challenges that you need to do. Hopefully the video is going to help you out. If it does, drop me a like below, but the first thing you need to do is pick up a half-decent rally car. Now the good news is there's another rally competition on tarmac that you'll be able to take on in Alsace, which will net you the Focus GRB rally car, and with that you can set us up with dirt tyres, which you'll need to get from the tuning shop. And then what you want to do is set up the body height a little bit lower. You can see I've got it down to 120 there, which will give you a little bit better cornering. And then in addition to that, I've also got a little bit of reduced natural frequency, and the idea here is just to smooth out the race. I've also got negative camber angle of 1 on both front and rear, and the idea there is just to give you a bit of better steering. And again, for toe angle, I've got that slightly out, which will give me a little bit less chance of getting understeer. And then I've also got downforce set a little bit higher than normal. I've got it at 150 and 180 front and rear. And again, all of these things are just to try to give you a bit more stability on the track. I've also got a transmission, a fully customizable racing transmission from the tuning shop, and brought down my top speed to 250, which gives me a little bit better speed in the lower gears. I've also got a high RPM turbocharger, and that's pretty much it. There's not really a great deal you can buy from the tuning shop to improve the car all that much beyond what I've taken you through, but that should be enough to be able to get you into the top 3 with the right kind of strategy in the race. And essentially what you need to work on is drifting. If you're not too sure how to drift, check out the video linked above, but the idea is that as you're going around the corner, you want your rear ends to slide out, which is really easy on a dirt track, and you also want to have opposite lock steering, which you can see I'm doing there and again around this next corner. The difference between this and the video linked above is that you don't need to use anything in terms of a handbrake to initiate the drift. In the first place, your rear end will slide out really easily as you're going around the corner with the right kind of acceleration, even though it's a 4x4 car. Now you won't be able to drift around every single corner, and this track is a little bit dodgy. I think they're probably going to put out some kind of hot fix for it at some point. But essentially, if you do it every now and again, especially on the bigger, nicer, longer corners, you should be able to get enough overtakes. However, that's not the only trick you're going to need on this track, because like I said, it does seem a little bit on the weird side when you're going around certain really tight corners, or if you hit the barrier, or if you go over the jumps a little bit too much, your car goes into crazy flip mode and you'll end up just losing loads and loads of positions. So it seems a little bit broke at the moment. Maybe they'll do a fix at some point in the not too distant future, but the trick to be able to compensate for that is definitely stay as far away from the barriers as possible, and when you're going over the jumps, don't take them like a jump. Slow down, hit your brakes just a little bit to be able to just flatten out that jump as much as possible. If you do find yourself crazy and in the air, which you will see in this video, like that little section there, again, you need to be on the brakes and not on the accelerator when you land, otherwise your car is liable to go crazy and start doing random spins or twists or flips or all sorts. But if you can control the pace you're going over those jumps, then it will just make it a lot easier. And this is definitely not a perfect lap from me. Like I say, the track seems a little bit broken at the moment, but it was enough to be able to finish in the top 2, which is obviously enough to be able to get you the top 3 you need to be able to pick up the car and the menu that you have for World Rally Challenge Fisherman's Ranch. The other 2 tips I have is, firstly, you need to do a lot of feathered acceleration, and by that I mean tap in the acceleration as opposed to just holding it down. However, you also need to get used to being able to power out of situations, so holding it down instead of just tapping it, and getting a good feel for when to tap and when to hold it down and really hit that power is definitely going to help you speed on through the pack. And then finally, for the really sharp turns, you want to take them slowly, because If you take it too much and you spin out, again you just lose way too many positions and the entire run is completely lost. So it's better to be careful on those bits, just to give you a better chance of not losing positions and completely fluffing the entire run. And that's everything I have on World Rally Challenge Fisherman's Ranch in Gran Turismo 7. Hopefully that helps you out. If it does, drop a like below and don't forget to subscribe. I'll leave you with the rest of the race, but that should give you enough to land the top 3.